Hi all, I wanted to talk with you about how evil is only 50% 50% powerful, and good is 100% powerful. So yeah, where do I get these facts from? You don't really need facts. You can just search for our history and see how, as always, and how good always triumphs over evil. It doesn't really matter what you do, whether you think you're doing something good, and when the police is involved or any kind of law that's involved, when they come and hunt you down and sort of like try to find out if you're doing any crime, or if you're doing any crime, you know, the police or authority will find you, you know, if we try to, or if we try to think that we're better than the law or anything like that. But I'm not trying to prop up police or anything like that. I'm not trying to do that, but you have to hear me out as well, because I'm going to explain a few more things as well. This might be a short video, but let's see how it goes. So, you know, there are some, as some people, as some of you realize and are watching, you realize that there are so many evil people in the world, and they will stop at nothing in deceiving many people, a nation, or just, even if it's just one person or many or whoever, if they think what they're doing is right, they will stop at nothing in deceiving and stealing and attacking other people to get whatever they want. But they think for the time being they're getting away with it, but it's only a matter of time. Yeah, so it's only a matter of time where the law or authority will catch up to them when they're continually doing wrong and breaking the law constantly. And even if they're trying to build an empire of deception or stealing or just harming people and things like that, if they're trying to build up an army, eventually they will be spotted by some authority, or whether it's a small authority or a big authority. They will be found out. So this is just to do with whether it's just a single individual trying to deceive many people in trying to break the law secretly, because when you do things secretly, it will eventually come out in the open. And yeah, but in general, when it comes to evil and evil triumphing over good, evil will never triumph over good, because if you look back at history and do the right studying, you'll find that good always triumph over evil. It's just a part of what God has put in the world. It's just a part of, but it's one of those things that God has put in the world, because God is originally good, and God is always on the good side, and He's always on the righteous side. God is never with the devil, because the devil is always wanting to do evil, wanting to deceive other people, and to steal, kill, and destroy. Those three things in a way of basically trying to, you know, ruin people's lives, because that's one of the aims, and the main aim is to stop human beings from believing in God. So the other thing is that we might think that when we're doing evil, we might think to ourselves that we're going to get away with it, and even if we're on our deathbeds, when we do this evil, and we think that, you know, nobody's going to know when we're doing this evil, and I'm going to go to my death with this scam or fraud or evil. If I'm going to go to my death, basically I'm going to die, and nobody's going to find out. It's not a case of human beings finding out. It's a case of whether God finds you out, and you confessing it out loud after God makes a loving impact on your life. And I mean, God doesn't force himself upon us. He only makes an impression on ourselves in a loving way. So, and with that compassion and that love, we can't really help ourselves but to tell the truth. But that's up to you. But don't expect that all the time you'll get away with evil. And like I've said, you know, if an army goes against another army, one empire against one empire, or a world war, whether it's World War I or World War II or World War III, whatever, you know, whoever, if one of those parties are wanting to win over the other party by once they've won, if they're trying to take control of that party, control them by basically controlling them by basically after they've won. Because so basically, let me just put it clearly. Basically, everyone throughout history, and all these wars that have happened throughout history, there's always a premeditated idea, a pre-planned idea of why they want to rule, or why this other army wants to win. And the reason being is that there can only be two reasons why two party wants to win. Obviously, they all want a better life. They all want a better life, and the second one is for peace. Because when it comes to people wanting to win a war for good, they either want peace, harmony, prosperity, and the community of other people, which is basically four. But that will be a good army, a good an army that wants to do good all the time. But when it comes to like an army that wants to incite hatred upon people, want to make chaos all the time. So sorry about that pausing my computer. So an army that wants to reap chaos, basically all it wants to do throughout the whole time it's in power. It wants to, as I've said, especially if it's evil, it wants to reap chaos and all the time, and just unease, and no peace, no joy, no peace, no joy, no community, no prosperity. Well, prosperity in evil, yes, but that's the only reason why an evil army would want to win. But then these, if an evil army tries to win, it's going to eventually going to annihilate and destroy each other, and there won't be any human beings left. But obviously nothing like that has happened, like, for long periods of time. But obviously there are places in other countries where there's regular chaos sometimes, or most of the time. So yeah, so I think I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Like I said earlier, evil is only 50% powerful. That's evil, 50% powerful, and good is 100% good. And the reason for that being it like that, sometimes it seems that evil will almost triumph over good. But the reason why evil triumphs over good is because, where it seems as if they're going to triumph over good is because good has not maintained its guard, and it has not thought has not really thought things through carefully, and hasn't thought things through carefully, and not basically not really put the correct strategies into place. That's when it seems like evil is going to win. But eventually, when good wins against evil, that's when good wins against evil. That's when good has actually put the plans into place, and put the practices into place of strategies and techniques and stealth on being able to capture evil and rule over evil. So that's just one strategy, but there's obviously many varies of strategy, but I think that's the main strategy, really, to triumph over evil. But also whenever evil tries to win over good, evil always, or wickedness always leaves trace marks. They try to rub out their mistakes, but when it comes to God, by accident, because they're human beings, evil will always leave a trace mark on their weak spot, and in that weak spot, that is when evil will lose. Yeah, but this doesn't always go for everyone. This doesn't always go for every evil. This is just some kind of small evil, or small wickedness. This could be this trail, leaving trail marks. This could be for, like, people that want to commit a crime. But even when I tell you the tactics of how to not be caught doing crime, you'll still be caught doing crime, because you can never cover up your trace marks when it comes to doing evil, because good always leaves things open and brings things to the light. So yeah, but just, I don't even have to give you a Bible scripture or anything like that. You can just search back through history and see how evil always loses and good always wins. So yeah, I don't really need to give you a Bible scripture or anything like that. So, even in daily news and daily activities, you will see that good always triumphs over evil and wickedness. So also, yeah, so that's all I have to say for now. And if you wanted to find out more about what Christianity is like, give me a call in this video or any other of my videos with my numbers in the description. Check out the description because there's some useful information in it. So yeah, that's all I have to say for now. So God bless, take care, peace be with you. Ciao.